Hey there, it's Catherine from CatherinePuller.com. Last week I was introduced to these really cool color bursts by Ken Oliver, and I showed you a fun video earlier this week. Today we're going to use a white embossed resist technique with these color bursts. I'm going to show you several different ways that I use this with different stamp sets, and then I'm going to show you some results with other mediums. And question I've been asked: are these the same as Brushos and Bisters? As far as I know, they are. It's basically watercolor powder. So I do have some Bister on the way, and they come in little pots, so you can scoop it out with a little paintbrush or a toothpick, I guess, but I'll be playing with those as soon as they arrive, and I will show them to you. But today, it's color bursts. So let's get inky. Yes, inky. Inky fingers. Big time in this house right now. So here are 3 cards that I've made already. This one is using a stamp set by the Twine, and I love the little details in here and how the ink kind of gets trapped inside the little details and makes these really cool watermarks. So this is a really fun one. And then these two are actually the same, but they're different. Let me explain. So I used this butterfly stamp, and I did white embossing on this one, and then this one came out very interesting to me. I used this Ranger Frosted Crystal embossing powder, and it is very different than regular embossing powder. It's kind of like that color kind of seeped through the embossing powder. It was very different. I can't really explain it very well, but it gives kind of a batik tie-dye look to me. I think it's really super cool. It's really subtle. It looks so different than this, doesn't it? I did the same exact technique. It just looks so different with this embossing powder. So if you want to see this in action, I'm ready to show you. I'm using this Doily set by Waffleflower, and I have already stamped my images, and I've used white embossing powder. So I'm going to show you 2 different ways to get this look. One, we are going to spray it down first, and then we're going to take our colors. I think I'm going to use blue and purple on this. And then I'm just going to tap. You can squeeze or you can tap the color out onto the cardstock. And you can see it react with the water and start moving around. Get some purple on there. I think I need a little more water up here. Look at that. That looks so cool. I know some of you like the spotted looks, and some of you like a little more watercolored look. Totally up to you, whatever makes your heart sing. I think I want some more color in here. And a little more water. And then you can just let it dry like this, or you can kind of move the ink around. One thing that's really cool is see how this is kind of moving along the edge of that embossed image, and it's not going to cross over the lines, so it's really cool. You can even do like one color on the inside of the doily and one color on the outside. And I know those of you that like the spotty look are cringing right now that I'm making this a whole watercolored background, but it's whatever makes you happy. All right, I'm going to set that aside and let it dry. And then I'll show you the second way. So this way, basically, we're just going to do it opposite. I'm going to add the powder first. You can squeeze, or you can just tap. A little goes a long way. I have purple in the inside of the doilies, and I'm going to do blue outside. Now we're going to spray. This is watercolor paper, and I think I'm going to leave it just like that and let it dry. So now the technique pieces are dry, and you can see this one is the one where what did I do first? I sprayed, and then I added the color on top, and I moved it around some to get some more blending. This one I did the opposite, right? Well, you just watched the video, so you know what I did here. And then I didn't move it around, and I left these speckly pieces on there. So you can play and have an awesome time and get really cool results with this product. Now, I've had people ask me, can you use other products like ink or paint to get a similar look? You can't really achieve this speckled look, but you can get the watercolored background. Here is same stamp set, and I used inks on this. I'll link to this. I think this was a Stamp Nation one. And then here is a piece that I did with the color burst, and then this one I did a couple weeks ago when I showed you how to color accents and embellishments, and this was with ink pads. So similar look, but this is just a really fun, cool product to play with. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and you're inspired, and I will see you again soon.